Good morning, all. UTA and Central College of Education welcomes you for the free online workshop on empowering minds, unveiling the future of education with AI chatbots. I would like to welcome Dr. Tyagusa, Assistant Professor from the Department of Education, Central University of Kerala, to take the session. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Can I start my presentation?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay, fine. So the papers are asking in a YouTube link in this group. Please kindly
Yes,
share.
I'm sharing shortly, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Yes, just I'm going to share my screen. Hope you are getting my screen. So thank you so much for the UT giving the chances for me to share my views related to the chatbot. Here I'm going to talking about only the AI chatbot. In what way we are going to use this chatbot for our teaching and learning. So this is my main agenda of my presentations. And the second, thanks to the Central College, because they are also part of this program. So thank you so much to UT as well as in this college to give the chances, and hope that online participants, those are connecting this meeting. So I'm really happy to connect with all of you. I'm going to be discussing some of the features which is going to be used for the researcher, even for the teachers like us. So that is the things only I'm going to focusing. And here I'm going to talking much about the chatbot only. Which are the chatbot might helping for our professional career, particularly for sharpening our skills. Which are the tools we have to depend on this, and how we can effectively use this tools. This is my agenda of my presentations. Before going to deeply about my presentation, just I'm going to give you a small input. What is exactly a chatbot? So here the AI chatbot, I'm using the term as a my dear Budam. Even during the lockdown, this there is a film came into the OTA platform that name is called My Dear Budam. So what is the context of this film? In the sense, a small kid, no, he may be asked to the anything to the this kind of Budam. The Buddhas may give this the things which is asked for in the children's side. The similar way, nowadays the people like us, we are asking any kind of questions to the chatbot. Look like a chat GPT or a bot, it gives this exact responses. So therefore, I may be compare this chatbot in the name of My Dear Buddha, because it gives that much of responses. And similarly, I may use this term as a magic man also. Why? In the sense, some of the things we cannot find the answer, but even if you're asking the question to the chatbot, it maybe give these exact responses. Even some kind of responses somewhat related to the responses given, even not be exact correct, but it gives some kind of relevant informations which we are expected. So therefore, I may use the term as a magic man. And once you look on to the next slide, you can realize the things. Because when you deeply analyze the chatbot features, it is equal to the expert system. So even do you know in the type of artificial is different types are the like machine learning, deep learning, NLP, and computer vision, and finally expert systems. So what is the expert system means? Which are the queries if you're asking from the chat GPT or like as a bot, it give you the exact answer, look like an expert. Therefore, we may call these systems may be called as an expert systems. Even if you're asking some of the technical question to your guide or in your teachers, sometimes they cannot be able to give the response for the particular question. But now the chat GPT is giving this exact response or somewhat relevant response to us. Therefore, I may treat that chat GPT or bot is like expert systems. Therefore, if you combine all the features of chat GPT, I may use the term as say chat GPT is equal to the expert system, because it is treated as a expert to us. What are the queries we are asking, it gives the exact responses. And just I'm giving the definition of chatbot. After that, I'm moving to the demonstration. So in this particular session, I'm going to concentrate much about the demonstrations only. First a few minutes, I'll be talking about some of the introductory remarks about the chatbot and other things. Here, the chatbot, the original name is called Chatterbot. Previously, they used the term as a Chatterbot. Now, we modified into a The terms is called chatbot. Actually, the definition of the chatbot, it's a software applications. It is a software applications or a web application or web interface. Even sometimes it may be a robot systems that aims to mimic a human conversation through the text or voice interactions. What does it mean? It may look like a simulations from the human being, but it's not exactly that human being simulation, but some kind of mimic, right? Some kind of imitations, the similar kind of imitations, how the man's given or how the human being is given, the similar kind of imitations is going to be done by the or is done by the machines or is done by the software. Therefore, it is called as a chatbot. So generally, if you have any queries, we are asking the teacher. The teachers may understand the questions. After understand the questions, they may interpret from their own ideology. Then finally, they give the responses. The similar way, how the chatbot is working, when you're asking any kind of prompting to the chatbot, it may, and first it may be recognize your text information. Based on the text information, it may be understand the context. After understanding the context, it may be interpreted by his machine's language, machine's learning, or already pre-trained material. It may be go through this, and finally, it give the response to us. So therefore, lot of process may be involved while the chatbot is to be processing. For example, if you ask any prompting, it takes few seconds to give the answer. It seems that the chatbot is doing some process to find the answer, and it may give this answers to us. So therefore, the chatbot normally, when you asking the question, it won't be give the immediate response. Even if you check with this chatbot, chat GPT or a bot, it takes few seconds to be taken because it may run with the programming, because all the artificial intelligence systems, as I already mentioned, they look like a human intelligence systems, but the human intelligence systems developed by the natural. For example, I am getting a knowledge or you are getting knowledge through the experience or through the lessons, or we are getting some kind of input from this, we are gaining the knowledge. Therefore, the human intelligence is called natural intelligence, but the machine intelligence is not naturally developed. So the people like us or the developers, they putting some kind of coding or they're writing some kind of algorithm. Through the algorithm, machines are started to thinking. So therefore, the machines having the intelligence system look like a human being. Therefore, it is called AI. So I hope you understood, because the machines, if the machines think like a human being, or if machines act like a human being, then it's called artificial intelligence system. But similarly, now the chatbot is also thinking like a human being. So as I already mentioned that the chatbot is one of the types of AI. So AI is a very big umbrella term, but I'm going to focus on only the chatbot features in this particular session. And we have the different types of chatbot. One is called simple chatbot. Then second one is called intelligent chatbot. Then third one is called hybrid chatbot. And you're already familiar with some of the simple chatbot like Siri and Google Home or Amazon Alexa. So suppose you are asking, suppose you want to be hear the Ilayaraja music. If you direct to the Google Home or Amazon Alexa, it gives this Ilayaraja music to us. So what is the meaning? It recognizes your voice comments. Based on the voice comments, maybe searching this information from the net sources, and after that maybe finding and give this response as a voice, right? So it's look like a simple chat, but it may be very simple, specific purpose only it may be working. And in the case of intelligent chatbot, look like a expert system like ChatGPT, or the case of bot, it may be thinking other than not in the level of human being, it's above the human being also it may be thinking. Therefore, it's called intelligent chatbot. It may giving the response very intellectually. Suppose I'm asking, in the case of education practice, we have the higher order think questions, lower order thinking questions. Even if you're asking the higher order thinking questions to the chatbot, it gives this very high level or very standard level response to us, right? So that kind of thing is called intelligent chatbot. And if some of the chatbot, it may be working with both simple chatbot as well as the intelligent. Therefore, it's called hybrid. Hybrid means both together. Like this, once you Google it, you may get the different types of chatbot title, but I'm just to compile all the things into 3 types here. And Google bot, it's one of the famous bots, chatbot system which you are using now. And do you know the fact about ChatGPT? These are things you might get it from the internet sources, but I'm going to brief it. Within a 5 days, because it started in the year November 2022. Generally, most of the people like us, we may use the January month, in the month of January 2023 only. The Indian context we started to use, but within a 5 days, this particular chat GPT what is the chatbot is used by the nearly 1,000+ million users within a 5 days. This is the only tool is reach this much of wider audience, because that much of impact it creates is going to be created, and it's already created, that you're already familiar. And this is the basic information about the chat GPT. But I'm not highlighting much, because if you Google it also, you may get what is called chat GPT, what is called bot and all. I'm skipping this introductory parts. Directly I'm moving to the demonstration things. So if you like to use the Google chat bot or in a Google chat GPT or a Google bot, we have the URL based, we have to use it. URL means we have to type a bot.google.com, like we can go with a web resource based only. But in the mobile phone, we have the chat GPT app, it's also available. Just I'm going to start with the bot, because most of the people, you may be already familiar with chat GPT, and just started with a bot tool, bot.google.com. Bot.google, when it is developed by the Google, and this is the interface of the Google bot, and it's a experiment only. Please kindly see this. Now this look like a beta version. So now the bot is available in a experiment basis, look like a beta versions with us. Very soon they will give us a what is the original version or static version they will give to us. And here this is the interface of the bot, the similar like chat GPT. And here you can see this there is here some kind of message spaces. So here you can see this called enter a prompt here. So prompt is very much important in the case of 21st century hereafter, particularly while using a chat bot, we must know how to ask the questions. That is the reason we must be familiar with how to prompting. And still I'm recollecting some of the old pedagogical aspect, like a question answer session is developed by the Socrates method. So this method is particularly focusing on the question actions and question and answer session only. Then similarly, this kind of chatbot, it makes to be asking a lot of questions, because the current context, if you want to get more knowledge, you must know how to ask the questions. So that is the reason I request the teachers community, kindly we have to be enrich our, or we have to be what is that, strengthen our questioning skills. Particularly we must know how to ask the higher order thinking questions, then only we can be surveyed, because based on the prompting only the chat GPT or a bot is going to give the response. Therefore we must know how to ask the higher order question. For example, this interface, I like to ask the question. I'm just asking a very basic questions. What is AI? What is artificial intelligence? What is artificial intelligence? So I'm just asking a prompt. So instead of a question, we may call it a prompting only. I'm asking the things, what is artificial intelligence, to the chat bot. After this, just type enter. When I type enter, it gives the responses, not immediately. Now it's detecting, it's thinking, and finally it gives this response to us, right? You can see there is a responses given by the bot. Artificial intelligence is the ability to computer or a robot controlled by a computer to do a task that are usually done. So like this, give you a lot of responses to us, right? And generally, we may select only the first prompt, which is given by first draft versions of the bot. Only we are taking this, but in the case of bot, it's giving the nearly 3 draft, but most of the people not aware of it. So normally they will use this the particular draft which is given by the bot. But once you click the regenerate, there is an option called regenerate draft. Means if you want to go to the another generation, you can go to the regenerate. It gives the another responses, the similar kind of another response maybe provide. It also taking time. Now you can see here it's giving the another response. Okay, it's not giving. Just I am going to back now. How can yeah, the role of A in education. Just I asked the question role of A in education. When I ask the question role of A in education, now the bot is going to give the response. Yeah. Now you can see when the A is giving the responses, the first draft, it comes like this, right? But the problem for us, most of the time we are referring only the first draft. And similarly, lot of people, they they're asking the same kind of prompt. For example, the same prompting which I used here, the similar prompt, if you are using from your end also, ChatGPT or a bot is giving the same responses. The problem when using these things, the same ideology I'm using and you are also same ideology we're using at the same context we're using, then it may be questionable for plagiarism. Therefore, what you have to do, instead of using only the first draft, I request all to refer the different drafts here. So if you click the view other drafts, we may get the three different drafts here. Draft. See here the draft one, draft two of the A response, the draft three of the A response. It seems that the bot giving it three responses to us. Out of three responses, we should be read and we can select which one's better. So, but generally what happened, the teachers like us, we are using the first draft to read, as well as we are preparing article or preparing for text material with this only. But I request all, kindly use different drafts, at least kindly read the different drafts. For example, the first draft, the response like this. The second draft, the response, but heading might be same, but the paraphrasing is okay, paraphrasing. So the first draft and second draft, some kind of paraphrasing difference might be there, and draft three is another paraphrasing. So like this, the Google bot is giving a three different draft. Suppose you are not satisfied with the three draft, what you have to do? Go to the regenerate draft. You can see the another option called regenerate. It provided another draft also, another three different draft. So this way, based on your expecting responses, you can go one by one to search, or you can get more search, and from this you may get the different idea. Now we can get this another three draft one, draft two, draft three. So this way we have to be use the Google bot, and compared to the Chat GPT, this will be fine in this context because each tool having the unique features, but this tool is having unique because it having nearly three draft it providing. And one more feature, suppose the draft which I ask, no, I feel that the draft which I ask is very much preliminary. I want to be strengthening the questions in higher order. So what can I do? I'm just go to the edit text. Instead of typing a new prompt, please kindly note, if I ask the new prompt, the Chat GPT or bot going to give. But here we have the edit option. Even we can modify our prompting. Previously, I asked some prompting. If I want to modify the prompting as possible, if I go to the edit text, the same prompting I modified here. As a teacher, how can I use the AI in my teaching? AI, artificial intelligence in my teaching, and just typing artificial intelligence in teaching, learning, and assessment. I'm just asking the three aspects. See, the question is a very lower order questions, like the role of. Now, instead of asking a new prompt, I'm editing the same prompt. After this, I'm just put the enter here. Once I type enter, you can get a new responses. Now you can see you are getting a new responses now. So yes, now we can say here. So as a teacher, I may get a new responses. And here also you may get a three different draft one, draft two, draft three. Okay, some way the context wise will be different because the previously I'm not asking the teaching learning assessment, but it gives the teaching learning assessment different responses. And if you go to the first draft also, we may get the different responses. This way, the draft or is that the chatbot in the case of bot is giving different drafts. But this options, the different draft options not available in the case of Chat GPT in a free version, because the ChatGPT is giving the paid version like a pro version also. But now the bot is not moving to the paid versions or free versions. It's giving only the experiment basis, like a beta versions only they're providing to us. Therefore, we have some kind of advanced features available in the case of bot compared to the ChatGPT. And one more thing, suppose 1 minute, I can stop sharing and sharing a sound. Okay, 1 minute. I've shared the sound also. That's fine. Hope you are going to get the sound. Suppose I don't have time to read my content. Instead of that, I want to hear the.
There are many ways that teachers can use artificial intelligence, AI.
So instead of why I done this, no. So because some cases we don't have time to read. Instead of that, if you want to hear the script which is given by the board in a reading by machines or reading by robot system, we have the options like here.
To improve teaching, learning, and assessment. Here are a few examples. Personalized learning. AI can be used to create personalized learning experiences for each student, tailored to their individual needs and interests.
Hope you are getting a sounds of the machines, no? So the machine started to read. I mean, machines mean that that software is started to reading the text information which is given by the bot. I hope you are getting this. Those are getting this things. Kindly type in the chat in the Zoom chat or in the YouTube chat. Also, hope you are getting the sounds of the bot. So bot is reading now.
This can be done by providing different learning materials, activities, and assessments based on each student's progress. Adaptive assessment. AI can be used to create adaptive assessments that adjust the difficulty of the questions based on each student's performance. This can help to ensure that all students are challenged appropriately and that they are not given too many questions that they are unable to answer.
Hope you understood how it's working. So there is a questions from in a YouTube. That's a questions that is that app for Google Bard is available. There is no app up to now. It's available mobile based, but I'm giving this some kind of shortcut. We can convert this web page, this Bard web page into a app icon into our mobile phone. That I will do the demo with my mobile phone later. But now the Chat GPT is available in a app basis in the mobile phone. But if you like to use this kind of Bard into your mobile phone, we can convert this bot, the web tool, into a icon of the app in our mobile phone. That is possible. That I will tell you later. And now we understood that how to hear the sounds from the bot also. So instead of reading from event, the bot is helping to be read. And one more good features that is called through the NLP, it recognizes the voice typing also. It recognizes the voice typing. So, but the voice typing, it is not available in the web chat, Chat GPT of the latter version. But if you're using Chat GPT in a mobile version, there is a voice typing is available. So there is a two. One is a app based, like a mobile app basis. It working with voice typing, only the chatbot and the Chat GPT. But in the case of data version, like if you like to use for the URL based, there is no voice typing, but we need to add some kind of add-ins on that also. I'm going to project you later. So now we can see here, there is a microphone. So in this case of enter a prompt here, now so you can see enter a prompt here. In the enter the prompt here, there is the options called use a microphone. Suppose I am very much for into typing. You are comfortable with voice typing. What you have to do? So instead of typing your prompt here, you can ask the question here. Just so you can hear. Role of artificial intelligence in medical field. Just enter. Now see here the previous question on the role of artificial intelligence in medical field. It is asked by me in orally, but automatically through this microphone is detect the sounds and it typing. Therefore, now the chatbot it's moving to the as a voice bot also. Like voice bot means it maybe recognize your voice and based on your voice prompting, it gives the responses also. So hope it may be getting you. So this is called this is one of the good options in the case of bot compared to the Chat GPT. Now we can see the responses by the chatbot of the bot. And here also, if you need to get the different draft, you can go to the different draft 2, draft 3. If you're not comfortable with the, if you're not feel that these 3 drafts are not good, you can go to the fourth one, regenerate draft. Suppose you are okay with this, if you want to modify the questions, you can go to the edit. So these are some of the good options are available bot compared to the Chat GPT. And other thing, just comes down. What is the good advantage what I found it from the bot compared to the Chat GPT? Even Chat GPT, some of the good features are there compared to the bot. But here, one good feature which I found from here, generally, if you want to copy this script which is given by the Chat GPT, we can copy and paste the Word document. We can copy and paste. Therefore, we have the 2 work. One is copy, the second one is to be paste. We had to open a Word document or any other document and then we can paste it. Therefore, it takes time to be copy and paste. But here in our board, we have the option called exporting. If you go after getting the responses from the chatbot, so we have the options called share and export. See here, this is called as a share and exports. When I click this share and export, we have the option called export to docs. Kindly check export to docs. When I click this export to docs, now the entire what is the content which is given by the bot, no, it come to the document basis. Then after this, what you have to do, you can click this open a docs. Once you click the open docs, you can be able to see this the entire script which is given by the bot into a Google Docs. And if you need to do the further editing, you can do the further editing with this. So this way it might be helping compared to the ChatGPT. Hope you may understood what is the feature which is available in this Google bot. The Google bot, we have a export option also. Suppose if you want to share this prompting which is given by, sorry, the response which is given by the chatbot, what you can do, you can go to the share option. This you know how to share through the Google Docs. So just you can share it, it's possible. Suppose you want to modify also to English to Tamil or Tamil to any languages. In our Google Docs itself, there is an option called tools. In the tools, we have the translate document. Suppose you are finding the response from the board in English, you want to translate into your mother tongue. It's very simple. We have to use the two different tools. One is after exporting to the Google Docs. In the Google Docs itself, we have the option called translate document. Now, once you click the translate document, it asks you to which language you want to be translate. Suppose I like to go with the Hindi. You can select as in Hindi here. Click Hindi and translate. Within a second, you may get the one more new Google Docs. In this, the entire transcript is in Hindi. So like this, we can easily to translate one language to another language through the Google Docs. So just I'm continuing with board to Google Docs, Google Docs to translate. So therefore, you can use 2 or 3 tools to be translate features. It will be very much good for the teachers like us. So hope you understood how we can use it. The translation also is part of the artificial intelligence that is called NLP, natural language processing. So through this kind of things working. And just going back, I'm just closing this Hindi version and closing the English version also. Yes. Now, one more good feature what I found from here compared to the chatbot, ChatGPT. Here there is a modify response. Modify response. They're given some kind of what is that formatting. If you click this modify, we have the option called shorter, longer, simplifier, more casual, more professional. So they're given here responses if you want to modify into 5 contexts. Suppose I want to modify the entire content into shorter. Instead of 200 words, 300 words, I want to shorter. Click the shorter. The same prompting which is given by the board, now it's going to be minimized. You can see here, it gives only 100 words only. Suppose I need to go with longer instead of a shorter, the same transcript which is given by the bot. If I click this longer, it gives a longer. So this is totally aligned with the NLP, natural language processing. Based on your request, it gives the responses, right? It gives the response. Now you can see here, they're very big, it's very lengthy, the descriptions given by the chatbot. Chatbot means the bot is given here. And suppose you like to go with simpler, very simpler, look like even the laymen can understand. You go with the simpler basis. Once you click the simpler, you may get the simpler responses here. You may get a simpler responses. Okay, now you can say this is simpler responses. Even the laymen can get into this. Suppose you want to get more casual, very more casual, like in the informal way, you can go to the more casual. It may give us one very casual vocabulary it may be using. It gives us very casual. Now you can see very casual information. Suppose you want to get a more professional, click this more professional. You may get a more professional way of this because this is look like a help me write. So I am designing solely process to generate text. So okay. So now this is a process they're going to do the updating. So very soon we may get this kind of professional also. So I'm designed solely to process to generate text. So I'm not unable to assist you this start. Okay, fine. So some of things not working, they will upgrade the things and all. And this similar kind of options, it's also available in our Gmail. In our Gmail, but I'm using a so I'm using a Google, a normal Google, the personal Gmail account only. But I'm using to buy this one, or the spaces, the Google Drive spaces. No, so for this I made a payment nearly 1,300 per year for enriching my Google space. So that is the reason I got my personal mail ID. There is an option called this is also part of the chatbot only. You can see this. There is a options called help me write. The recently, most of the WhatsApp people, most of the WhatsApp group, they share small video of this Sundar Pichai. In this, he's describing about the help me write options of AI. So regularly, all the people's they sharing this videos. This option is available in my Gmail account. Those who are having the paid account, paid means you are going your personal mail ID for getting spaces of the Google Drive. Some people you make for the payment. For these people, you may get these options that is called Help Me Write. The similar kind of options only, the same like the Google bots is given. If you click this Help Me to Write, it may be customized the letter, any kind of letter. If you click this Help Me Write, see here we have this kind of options. Suppose I'm going to give you a small letter, dear sir. Okay, I'm asking a leave letter like this, dear sir. So I would like to. So I'm not able to come. I'm not able to come to the depot. I'm not able to come department due to my health issue. So like this, I like to give you one letter to my what is the higher authority. So after typing this, we go to the create options. What happened? I'm giving a small prompting only. Based on the prompting, now the machine started to typing a very wonderful leave letter. Now you can see here there is a thing, leave letter is provided by the chat. It looks like chatbot only. I'm writing informing that I'm unable to come to the office today due to the health issues I have been experiencing. So we have to type the what is symptoms. I'm currently seeking medical attention. I paused for any convenience may cause. I will keep you updated my conditions how to break the office as soon as possible. Like this, it's providing a wonderful leave letter to me. And we can type here the to address and then we can send to the respective people. So this is a way now the chatbot is helping for composing a mail also. Composing a mail, this options available helping write the similar options. It is also there in the case of Google bot. So here, for example, refine. So if you click this refine, you may get this option called formalize the leave letter, elaborate the leave letter, shorten the leave letter, or I'm feeling like. So if you like to go with a very formal way leave letter, go to the formalize. The entire transcript which is provided by the chatbot, which is provided by the help me write, it gives some kind of formal letter now. It is a formal letter. Suppose I like to go with the elaborate. I want to extend this letter. I can go to the elaborate. So this is also part of the NLP based on your prompting, based on your expertise. Suppose I need a formal letter, an informal letter. I need to get like a very colloquial, even for the lowest people, like layman's language, if you want to write. So what you want, you can select this format. And based on this, now the chatbot is changing this script and it's giving to us. So you have to be great, and finally we have to be go with which one is fine. You can adopt this. So this way the chatbot is helping in the mail also. In the options called help me to write. I hope it is working well. Right, it's called help me. And just I'm moving to the board. Okay, once again I move to the board, and some other feature also available in the board. For example, there is a plus symbol you're finding. I have the questions related to the image. Suppose I'm uploading the images. Based on the images, I want to ask the questions. But in the chat, GPT is not available these options. But now what is a good advantage while using the Google tool? Google tool, we have a lot of Google Workspace, lot of other tools also, like it is that like Google Lens. What is the purpose of Google Lens? Normally it's called computer vision of the AI. So once you scan any kind of things, it gives this the details about this particular objects. So what they done it, no, they connected with this things here. They connected the Google Lens also here. So what I'm going to do, first I like to download a small images. Then after that I do the demo. I'm just go to the Google image. The Google image, and for demo purpose, I just started a small images of this one. A small images of Olympic symbol. Okay, Olympic logo. After taking this Olympic logo, and just to save this images in my desktop. I'm saving this image in my desktop. So I'm save images. I'm saving in my desktop now. Okay. Right. So I save this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be upload this logo. I mean that image into my Google bot. We can do in different way. So suppose you want to upload, you can go to the upload file. we have this option called upload file. We can be able to upload a JPEG file, PNG, or WebB file. Otherwise, we can do the drag and drop also. For example, just I'm minimizing the screen. I'm minimizing the screen. Okay. And just minimizing the screen. I'm minimizing the PPT also. 1 minute. Yeah. So now I'm coming to the Google bot now. So Google bot. Yeah. I'm coming to Google bot. So in the Google bot, now what I'm going to do. So in the Google bot, just I'm going to the drag and drop. So this is a logo I already downloaded. So you see, this is a logo, it is available on desktop. Just I'm going to do the drag and drop. Hope my voice is audible to all of you. Just I'm doing the drag and drop here. When you do the drag and drop from the desktop to in the prompt area. When you done the prompting area, you may find these images in the prompt area, and above there is an option called enter a prompt here. Now I am going to ask the prompting based on the images. What is the theme of the image? What is the theme of the image? This is my question. What is the theme of image? I already imported or I already added my images also. Then after this, I just put enter. Right? When I put the enter, see here what happened in the case of bot responses. So it started to detect, it started to be think, and it's going to give the response to me. Yeah, now you can see I may get a wonderful responses. The theme of the image, because my question is about the theme. So therefore, the answer also is related to theme. I'm not asking what is this image. Instead, I'm asking what is the theme of the image. So based on my prompting, now the machine started to give a response. The theme of the images is the Olympic rings. The 5 rings are interlocked and color blue and yellow, black, green, and red. They are placed on a whiteboard, backboard, and Olympic rings are the symbol of the Olympic movement, which is an interaction like this. It gives a very elaborate response of the Olympic images. Suppose I want to get the other draft also, you can go to the other draft through this. So this way it might be helping. So what is the advantages which I highlighted here? Here we can ask the prompting based on the images which you imported. So, but in the chatbot, we don't have any option to ask the question related to the images. We cannot import the images, but here this option is there. Yeah, it is there. Sir, that is the reason only I done it. So we have to be import the images, and based on the images, we have to image. So you're asking the prompt image. I hope you understood what kind of questions. If you're asking any prompting, based on the prompting, if you want to get the question, there's a question from TNOU Designs. If you have that, suppose we are asking some kind of text. Based on the text, the AI system draw images. For this, we have the different tools like a daily E2, that kind of AI tools are. But here, we can ask the question based on the image which you imported. So based on the image, we can ask the questions. So that is the way it may be helping you. Okay. So now the other features which I found, suppose you need to prepare a question paper. Listen, I'm just showing how to prepare a question paper. But as a teacher, when you're preparing question paper, we may much what is the time to spend to prepare a question paper. Here I'm just doing a very small demo. We have some syllabus. Based on syllabus, you want to ask the questions. I'm just going to find out my university syllabus here. Okay, so just I'm opening the syllabus of our university. So I'm taking the syllabus. It is a Word document, but I'm going to take only the one course, the 4-unit content only. See here, I'm just opening a Word documents. It started to open. Then after that, I'm going to copy and paste it. I'm going to copy and paste this. Yeah. So it's going to open. Yes. Yeah, I got the syllabus. So in this, just suppose I had to prepare a question paper for psychology, what I'm going to do, I'm just going for a psychology, the syllabus. Yeah, this is sociology. I'd like to go to psychology. Yeah, this is psychology. There's a 4 unit. See, just I'm copying this unit. I'm copying the 4 units. After copying the 4 units, what I'm going to do, I'm just to come back to the board. And I'm going to paste. Please kindly see my display screen, and you understood how it effectively is working. If I paste it here, if I paste now you can see the pasting things is taking as an image, or it's look like here some kind of file is taking. But in the case of ChatGPT, while pasting the same content, it taking as text only. For example, I'm going to the ChatGPT also. Now I move to the ChatGPT interface also. So when I go to the ChatGPT interface, what the issues comes, if I pasted here the same syllabus which I copy from there, it pasted is look like a content only, look like a text information. But in the border, you can see the same thing, it will be captured as an image, or it may be taking as a text file. Suppose I'm just deleting, and once again I'm pasting the same, I'm putting the control V. When you do the control V, it taking as a or a text file or image file. Then after this, what I'm going to do, I'm all going to ask the prompting based on the syllabus which I pasted. So I'm going to ask the questions, right? Provide 5 mark and 10 mark questions. 10 more questions based on the syllabus in a unit wise. Okay, so and just ask me to provide a 5 marks, and just to provide a unit wise, I'm putting this unit wise 5 marks and 10 marks questions based on the syllabus. After this, I just go to the enter. Now you can see what happened. Now the mission started, so there is a spelling error, even though you can say that I typed is wrong, but even though the mission's correctly reading what is the typing script, and based on the script, it interpreting and finally give the answer. Now you can see here, each unit wise, unit 1, question 5 mark, 2 mark, 10 mark, unit 2, 5 mark, 10 mark, unit 3. So there's a 4 unit which I pasted, but based on this, it gives this. Yeah, so there is some of the questions is asked from the YouTube. I give this answer one by one. There is a questions from Faisila Begum. Is a chatbots can get the content along with references? Yeah, if you need a references, while asking the prompting itself, we can ask the reference. For example, you need a role of artificial intelligence, the prompting, you need to be get a reference also. I need with the references, then it will give the reference and citation. That is the reason I'm telling you must know how to ask the prompting to the chat GPT or bot. If you need a references, we need to ask here the appropriate way, the prompting, then the answers may comes, right? So this is the way we have to do this. So there is a question from TNOU. Instead of a text, can you convert the image? Yeah, of course. So that's a question from TNOU Designs. Instead of a text, can we convert to image? You're asking the image to convert, the image had to convert to text, no? You're asking this question, sir. I don't know exactly the question which you asked. It's not that much clear. So I understood that you're asking the question whether it's possible to convert a image text. So you are taking as an image, the image text you want to convert into a text. Yeah, it is possible. Even this option available Google Lens, or in the case of Google Docs also. If you're uploading that images of Google Docs in this Google Docs, automatically the entire Google Doc, that images convert into text. So particularly the text file, it's possible to convert. So these are the things possible in the Google Docs or Google Lens itself. Yes, now I just moved to the other demo. I hope you understood how we can ask the questions based on the syllabus which uploaded. Suppose I'm not comfortable with this questions, I need more. See here, I'm just connected with this previous prompting and this prompting. I need more questions. What I'm going to ask, instead of pasting one thing the syllabus, I'm just connected the previous prompting responses based and asking this some more question. I need more questions. Now you can see once again the bot started to give you questions to me based on the unit wise. Now you can get the other sets of questions, other set of questions. This is a way we can use it. Right. So hope you are understood how we can use this things Google bot in an effective manner. So Google bot, we can use this way in effective. And one more things, there is a like and dislike. This called good response, like dislike. If you want to do, you can do this. And one more things I want to highlight here. Google it. What is called Google it? For example, I'm already getting responses from the Olympic. I got this response from the Olympic. Suppose I want to get similar kind of responses, or I want to explore more about this through the Google, but I'm using the bot. Bot is a age system, but I like to go with this one, or is this Google search, normal Google search. Instead of minimizing the bot to go to the Google search, what we have to do, the same prompting down, the response down, you may get this Google it. You can see, if you click this Google it, the machine started to give you some kind of similar responses. like search related topics, themes, images of Olympic rings, what is the 5 colors, like this, giving some kind of responses to us. Once you click this, it directly directing them it may directly direct to the Google search. From this, we can explore a lot. Therefore, we can use both together, a chatbot through the bot, and parallelly, if you like to use this one, um, if you like to go with this, suppose you like to, what is this? Is, yeah, is the parallel, if you like to use the Google, suppose I'm using the Google bot, suddenly I like to go for a search report of the Google search report, then I can go directly from here instead of minimizing and open a new tab. So here it automatically directing to us. So this is a way that Google bot is somewhat better than the ChatGPT, and similarly, ChatGPT also somewhat better than the Google bot in some contexts. So I'm just moving to the other ChatGPT interface for you, and there I'm going to give some kind of add-in software also. It may be helping you a lot. And just I'm moving to the ChatGPT. Do you know how to reach the ChatGPT? If you type the ChatGPT, if you want to get the ChatGPT, just to go to the ChatGPT here, it directing you ChatGPT OpenAI tools only. So if you click the ChatGPT OpenAI, it asking your username, password, and finally give the responses and all, right? So the first time user, suppose you want to create an account, you need a mail ID along with your WhatsApp number. Then only you can be able to create an account. If you already have the account, no problem, just you can log in with the same email ID. Now, this is my interface. This is my interface of the, because I do some kind of add-in software, I already installed. That is the reason my interface is a little bit different from your interface, because I add a lot of add-in software in the case of ChatGPT. I'm just going to explain that add-in software also too, because the ChatGPT give the response to us. But if you want to effectively use the ChatGPT for academic purpose, we need to depend on some of the add-in feature also that I'm going to explain. Now, there is a question from one more madam. She's asking whether we may get a response. What is that? Whether we may get some kind of references while using ChatGPT. If you go with a normal ChatGPT through the URL, it won't provide any kind of references. But I'm using a web ChatGPT. It's an add-in software. Please kindly look onto this. You are getting this kind of options if you are the web ChatGPT. I'm using the web ChatGPT as the add-in software. You are getting the web access. You can see this is web access. If you enable this web access, I may get a results also. There is a 10 results, 2 results, 3 results, 4 results, 5 results, 6 results. How many results you want, you can get it. And so if I close this, suppose I close this ChatGPT. Instead of opening ChatGPT through the URL, what I'm going to do, I'm already installed here one tool called Web ChatGPT. If possible, I request the users, you can use this tool for your purpose. There is a tool called Web ChatGPT, ChatGPT with the internet access. This is an add-in software for the Google Chrome. So it's an add-in software for Google Chrome. You should install this. So just I'm going to open this. Once you open this, you may get a options called install. For me, it's a remove because I've already installed. This is a tool called Web ChatGPT, ChatGPT with internet access. Suppose if you want, I'm just copying this link and sharing to your YouTube chat also. So just yeah, so not YouTube. In the Zoom, I'm sharing this link. So you can install this and you can see this in 4 rank. It's more than 10 lakhs of people, 10 lakhs of people, they already installed it. This means this much of users are there. After installation over, what you have to do, instead of opening a ChatGPT through the Google or with the URL, I'm just clicking here. This is a Chrome extension, please kindly note. So this much of Chrome extension, I'm using it. So one of the Chrome extensions called Web ChatGPT. These things I'm already pinning. That is the reason I have this Web ChatGPT here. Once I click it here, you can see automatically the ChatGPT interface open to me. So this is a way we have to reduce 5 or 2 steps instead of going to the Google and typing a ChatGPT and reaching. If you have this kind of add-in software, we can directly open this, right? Yeah, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask the prompting. For example, I'm going to ask the similar question, what is artificial intelligence? Or I'm just going to ask the question, the role of AI in higher education, right? So this is a question I'm asking without references. I'm asking without references. Now it gives without references. Kindly see, when I ask the questions in the prompting area, it gives the response without any kind of references. Now, if you need a reference and citation, please kindly note, if I need a reference and citations, after installing this web ChatGPT, you have the option called web access. Once you enable this web access, what I'm going to do, I'm just to press here. I'm asking the similar kind of prompting. So the same role of artificial AI in higher education, the same prompting I'm asking. Now you can see the responses. I need a 5 citation only. So it's up to us. So I need a 5 citation. I can pick the 5 citation and go to the enter. So now you can see it's a processing process. That's the reason I told. So now the internet is checking, sorry, the ChatGPT is checking with the web sources and all, and give the responses. Now you can see this. The first report, it is a URL. So it's like a references. It is a questions. It gives some kind of link also for us. Now you can see this, the first URL, the second citation URL, third citation URL, fourth citation URL, sixth citation, fifth citation URL. And these are the some of the research, I mean, Google search results also they given. The answers provided by the AI. So the chatbot, and give the citation also. You can see this, the citation 1, citation 2, citation 4, citation 5. Like this, give the citations also. If we need this kind of citations, we need to use this in add-in software, and we have to enable the web access, right? Suppose I'm asking the questions, how can we use the AI chatbot into the classroom? Okay, into the classroom. So I'm asking the questions, how can we use the AI chatbot into the classrooms? I need a 10 citations. What I'm going to do, I'm going to this 10 citations. And after this, there's a Google, suppose whether you need a Google search based resource or Yahoo or Bing search or Naver search, which search resource you want, you can select this. It is up to us. Okay. Then after this, go to the enter. Now you can see what happened when I click enter. Now I may get a processing, searching the results. So now it's going to give the responses. Now I got the references. This is the references. So I have the 10 references now. Then 10 informations, 10 web URL, and it started to typing a responses. I hope you are getting this citations also. Now you can see I make it a wonderful report, like a summary report in this. Suppose I don't need web access, you can close the web access. You can ask the same prompting now. I'm just copying and paste the same prompting without citations now. So without any kind of prompting, just I'm copying the same one. Okay, and just typing here. Okay, how can we use the AR tools? I'm asking the AR augmented reality tools in education, right? Just enter without references now. Yeah, so the problem I already selected in Google, that's the reason selecting. So you can change this. So it gives us answers, it gives the answers. And here there is one more options. You can see there is a web access. If you go to the web access, there is an advanced feature. Suppose you want to get a Tamil information. So even it may be helping for different languages also. Suppose you like to get information Tamil, the prompting. You can ask the question in English, but the answer you might get a Tamil. You can go to the English, the language. Please kindly note where it is available means in the web access. It is only available if you are installing web ChatGPT add-in only. If you are going with the normal ChatGPT, you won't get this options. If you click this advanced, there is an option called English. If you click this English, you can get all the Indian language. So here you can go with the Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Urdu, any language you can go. But I like to get a Tamil. So after selecting the Tamil, you can ask the prompting in English. Okay, how can we use augmented reality in education? So I am asking the questions in here. Okay, then after this, click enter. Now the questions comes, but the responses may comes. Now this is a reference only. So that's the reason it's coming. Sorry, I'm just accessing. I'm just selecting as Tamil only. I'm just going to the web access now. Sorry, the previous one I not. Okay, give this response once again. So I'm asking the same because the previous is give the response in English only because I unknowingly stopped this the things. So now I'm asking the Tamil prompt. We can see whether it's give the Tamil. So this are references. The reference might comes English only. Yeah, now you can see now the answers comes to Tamil. So now the answers comes to the Tamil. Nandi kuriya podu ikkathukku thiranaga ullanavum. So now it's going to type. It started to type. So take detecting. Okay. Okay. So based on my questions, it's give the response, but I'm going to be very specific questions like what is augmented reality? I'm asking the questions like this and just going to the enter. Now you are going to get this response in Tamil. So now you can see here. So respond in Tamil. Now augmented reality என்பது உபட்சியமான அனுபவம் உணர்ச்சி தரப்படாத உள்ளம் மற்றும் கணினி உருவாக்கப்பட்ட உள்ளத்தை ஒன்றாக்கிறது. Like this, giving you the information in Tamil. Therefore, the language is not at all a barrier at any cost while using a chatbot. If you have this some kind of add-in software. So now we are getting this response in Tamil. Particularly the language teacher, you can think about this. And similarly, it may be working for all the languages, right? You can check with this. And other options, there is called prompt. If you like to go with the new prompt area, you can do the new prompt. Suppose if you like to go with any regions, like if you want to get the Indian-based materials, Indian-based responses or American-based responses, you can go with this. And like this, different options are there. Kindly explore these things. And this is here, web chat GPT options. Suppose you want to do the customization the web chat directly, you can do this. So this way we can use the web chat GPT. So I hope you understood how to use the web chat GPT. And just stopping this one, web access, and start the web access now. And now I'm going to talking about the another add-in software which might helping for the teachers like you. Suppose you are not knowing how to type, you are not comfortable with typing. Suppose instead that you want to use the voice typing, there is a tool, add-in software. It's called Talk to Chat GPT. So this is a tool, Talk to Chat GPT Chrome extension. So this is a tool, Talk to Chat GPT and Chrome extension. What is the advantages? What is the advantage of using this? The same kind of board options will be there, but in the case of ChatGPT, we don't have a enabled features like voice typing as well as the reading this information. But instead of that, if you're using the add-in software, we can use the similar kind of bot. So we can ask the questions through the voice, and parallelly the machine started to reading the informations also. So this is a tool, Talk to ChatGPT, and it used by nearly 2,000 users. You have to be installed it. If you want, I can share this link also in the chat, in the Zoom chat. If you need, you can install it. Right. So after installation over, if you go back to the ChatGPT, now you can see this is my ChatGPT interface. You are getting the Talk to ChatGPT, right? Just to closing all. I'm coming back to the new interface of the ChatGPT. Yeah, I am coming to the new interface of ChatGPT. Now you can see here, I'm clicking this web chat GPT only. I'm using the web chat GPT along with this Talk to Chat GPT. I hope you are getting the Talk to Chat GPT in the above, right? Here you are finding this. Suppose I like to ask the prompting in a voice. Please kindly note, I'm not typing now. Instead of that, I'm just to click start. What is augmented reality?
Augmented reality AR is a technology that blends digital information, such as images, videos, sounds, and other data, with a real-world environment in real time. This technology enhances a user's perception of reality by overlaying computer-generated content onto their view of the physical world. Unlike virtual
reality, I hope you are getting the sound. Hope so you are getting the sound also. Okay, so here there's a two options. When you start it, you have two options. This is for the voice prompting. Suppose you want to ask the voice prompting, you can enable it. After this, you can ask the question. But now I'm disabled it because I just may be typing all the things what I spoke now. If you want to ask the questions, you can enable and ask the question. Suppose you want to read the entire transcript which is given by the chat GPT. You want to the machine want to read. Instead of you can enable this. These are two options are available. It is good, look like a Google bot, but we can depend on some kind of add-in software. I'm going to do the one second demo. I'm going to ask the prompting through the voice. How can we use augmented reality in classroom? All right. So here, just you can select this. How can we use ChatGPT in the classroom? One minute, there is a network issue. So hello. Otherwise, I can go to the new. Sometimes this kind of hangings might be there. Yeah, I'm just going to the once again the ChatGPT interface. I'm going to click start. I'm going to ask the prompting now. How can we use augmented reality in classroom?
Using augmented reality AR in the classroom can greatly enhance the learning experience and engage students in new and innovative ways. AR blends digital content with the real world, allowing students to interact with virtual objects and information in their physical environment. Here's how you can effectively use augmented reality in the classroom. Educational content and visualization.
Hope you are getting the sounds also, the machine sounds. So this way we can use here voice typing as well as the machines started to reading means you can use this kind of options. And another add-in software which I like to explain, this is called you can see when I'm using this Google Chat and even the Chat GPT, Google Bot or any Chat GPT, I have this kind of W symbol. Actually, the W, it is the tool. Its name is called Voice One. Voice One. So if you want to install this software Voice One, voice1.io, or you can go with the Voice One Chrome extension. What is the advantages while using this? Even the missions giving a 1,000 words, 2,000 words through the chat GPT, if we want to do the summary, even that summary we can get it from the chat GPT itself. For example, first content is given by the chat GPT is 1,000 words. If you want to get the 300 words, you can just ask, I need a 300 word summary. You may get the 300 word summary. But if you are using this one, automatically maybe give the summary report. That's called Wiseman, your AI power reading tool. It's also going to helping to read. So once you use this tool, you can see here, when I press this here, after finding the responses from the chat GPT, go here, there is an option called summarize. When you click the summarize, you can see what happened. Now there is another window. It gives this very summary report about the augmented reality, because my questions related to augmented reality in classrooms. Now the mission started to give you a very small summary report to me, and instead of reading 1,000 words, 10,000 words, I can read only the summary. So to take a summary, we need this kind of tool is needed. Just zoom this. Okay. Yes, hope you are understood. So this is another option. Suppose you like to go with a different language, but it not what is that helping for the Indian languages? Here only Dutch, France, Italian, this kind of foreign language only is available. This tool is good for doing the summary report. So kindly check with this. It's working all working for you. So this is called Voice One. And just I move to the another add-in software to enrich the chat GPT work from every end. There is a tool, it is called yeah, there is a tool is called one. Just close this, because we have plenty of tools are there. One other tool I'm always recommending to you, that is called Chat GPT Writer. Yeah, it is one of my favorite tool. Why? In the sense, suppose you want to write any kind of leave letter, suppose you are not having a paid Google Drive, the spaces and all, you cannot get this help me write options. Right now you can see I'm just going back to my Gmail. Instead of using the help me write, if you're adding this add-in software, you might helping to write a what is it, maybe helping to compose the email. Now you can see this here options, help me to write. So I'm just typing how to, yeah, Chat GPT Writer, Chat GPT Writer. It is good for all the mail users. Those are using a mail, you can use this a chatbot option for you. You have to install this particular software. Those who are not having a help me write options, you can go with this. This is called Chat GPT Writer Chrome extension. So this is a Chrome extension. You have to be install this add-in software. It's very simple. It asks you to install. Click the install. It takes few seconds to be installed. After installation is over, what you have to do, you can go back to your email. So see here, this is my email, right? So I'm already opening ChatGPT in another interface also, right? What I'm going to do, I'm opening one mail. For example, there is a mail. Yes, so yeah, they inviting one program. See here, this is a program they invited. Suppose I want to send a response to them. One minute, request to be published. Yeah, so there is a letter. Yeah, so there is a letter from one journal. I want to send a response to them, but I don't have much time to write a response to them. but I need to make it a letter in some kind of formal way also. For this, I'm just going to the reply. Once you install this add-in software, please, once you install the add-in software, you may get this kind of icon. This is called ChatGPT Writer. Only after installation only you may get it. If you click this installations, click it, it asking to get this response. We can give small prompting only. See the default mail which is given by them, it is available. And just to give the thank you. So, and just to give the thank you for providing the chances for me. So like this, I like to give you a small prompting, but in a professional way. I'm just typing a prompting, and the email context also is taken by the machines. Then after this, click the generate reply. Now you can see what happened the machines doing. Okay, 1 minute, just I'm going to log in. I think I'm already logging it on ChatGPT. Once again, I'm logging the ChatGPT. So for this, we need to be logging in ChatGPT with username. Then it may be working. So I'm just going once again the same. Generate a reply. Yeah, now it started to generating. Now you can see there is a reply. So you are welcome. It is look like, yeah. You shared the message that seems to be related to the publication of manuscript Indian journal. It seems you might discuss inquiry about the matter. How can I assist you further? Like this, give some kind of formal way. Suppose you want to do the customization, you can do the customization later. So like this, it may be helping to write a reply. Suppose you want to write a new mail, like a composing new mail, go to the compose. Suppose you want to invite your friends for your marriage celebration, something, or one celebration, go to this options. Here I'm just typing a prompting. Dear friends, I am inviting you all for the Onam celebration. So like I'm just typing like this and go with generate email. Now the machine started to generate a email. So now we can see this mail, how it's coming. So dear friends, even the subject also is designing. So, and clicking the generate email, you can see this mail, how it will be looking. So this like the mail comes. So dear friends, generate email. Okay, otherwise 1 minute, it's going to be. So here there is a mail content. You can copy and paste this mail content also. So inside generate response, you can go to inside mail response, automatically comes here. Now you can see this mail responses. The mail responses done by the AI systems now. I hope this message find you good health and high spirits. As a vibrant festival Onam approaches, I excite to extend a warm invitation to you, and date, time, and venue, and Onam cherries, and just giving all the Onam celebration details and all. It is not typed by me; it is typed by the machines now. So only you can give the small prompting. What you need to be make it as a subjects of your mail is automatically giving a very attractive, like a professional way of mail to us. So then if you need to customize, you can do the customize later. So those who are not having the help me write options in your Gmail, you can use this chat GPT options directly in your mail with the use of the chat GPT writer. It is a very good tool for all the users to compose your mail, okay, to composing your mail. And the other feature which I like to highlight you here, there is one more tool. I'm always to be mesmerized with this tool. That is tool name is called YouTube Summary. YouTube Summary with ChatGPT. So in what way this tool is might good in the sense for the teachers like us, because generally the teachers like us, we are referring a lot of YouTube videos. So just I'm sharing this link first. So this is a YouTube Summary extension link. YouTube Summary with ChatGPT and CLAD. So I'm just copying the link and sharing this chat also. So just clicking this, everyone's meeting. Okay. So yes, so I just share this link now. If you need, you can install it. So after installation is over, you can go back to the any YouTube. So I'm just going to the YouTube. I'm going to the YouTube. What is the advantages while using this one? Suppose I'm asking the questions AI in education. So I need a videos related to AI in education. So I'm going with the AI education's video. Lot of videos we make AI educations, but the issue with this, the video might be 1 hour or 2 hours, sometimes maybe 3 hours. The problem for us, we could not be having the time to be read the entire, or we cannot be sit for 4 hours to know what the people are discussing. Instead of that, what I'm going to do, if I click this one, if I click this particular video, you may get the transcript summary in the right side. Are you able to see the transcript summary? So once you have the transcript summary, automatically you may get the transcript summary. Just I'm clicking. I may get this entire transcript, the transcript summary of this video. Even maybe 5 hours video, 10 hours video, I may get the entire
We're not
transcript.
teaching children enough about
So there is a video
artificial
is nearly 60
intelligence.
minutes, but I have this
No, I'm not going to get
transcript in
into
a 60
technical
minutes
specifics
transcripts.
today. For the
It is
purposes of
available
this
now.
talk, I won't be getting
Because
any.
for getting a transcript, it's not very easy in the case of YouTube. But once you use this, I may get the entire transcripts of this. So like this, the YouTube summary ChatGPT is going to help. This look like a ChatGPT only. The ChatGPT is going to helping us to be copying the entire transcript of the YouTube video. Then after this, if you want to do customization, you can pause it. For example, I already found this transcript here. What I'm going to do, please kindly check. After opening the transcript summary, there is a open new tab. So I hope you are seeing this ChatGPT icon. This is called ChatGPT icon. Once I click it here, the entire 16 minutes video, I may get a summary report here. It automatically direct to the ChatGPT only. Now you can see when I click this YouTube summary, it directing to the ChatGPT. In the ChatGPT, I may get here the same 60 minutes video content in a point. You can see this is summary. I may get a very attractive summary. The entire 60 minutes video, I got the summary reports. And you can see this above, the entire transcript, which I found it from the transcript, no, the YouTube transcript that is available here. And parallel, I may get the summary report. So this way, it might be helping for you to minimize, instead of spending 4 hours in the YouTube, you can use the 4 hours video, convert into a some kind of transcript, then transcript summary also you may get into this. Okay. So you have to be explore this one. This is called YouTube transcript. And just I move to the another one software, another one add-in software. It's good for the board users also. Suppose sometimes you may ask that, I need board extension also. Look like ChatGPT extension. We have a lot of board extension. The one tool is called ChatGPT for Google, and similarly bot for Google. Okay, there is a tool ChatGPT for Google and bot for Google. Automatically, if you install the ChatGPT for Google, automatically that bot also may coming to you. Therefore, no issue. So you have to be install the ChatGPT for Google Chrome extension. The tool name is called ChatGPT for Google Chrome extension. This is a tool you have to be installed. There's an add-in software. So what is the advantages? I'm just explaining to you. You have to install this and sharing this link also once into the chat. In this, I'm sharing this link into our chat. Yes, I'm sharing this link also. What is the advantages while using this one? I'm just going to the Google homepage. I'm going to the Google homepage. In the Google homepage, kindly see, I'm going to the Google homepage. Suppose I need to find out the response of augmented reality. I'm asking the question, what is augmented reality? Please kindly note, I am using a Google only, Google search using. I'm not using the bot, I'm not using the ChatGPT. I'm asking the question, what is augmented reality here? Okay, augmented reality here. So I'm asking the augmented reality. Enter it. What happened? We may get a search results in the one side. Normal Google search result, you may get it. In another side, we may get a responses of web ChatGPT. You can see here, there is a web ChatGPT. The answer also is coming the right side. You got it? So therefore, we are using the web ChatGPT while using the Google itself. So I'm using the Google search, and parallelly I may get a web ChatGPT. Suppose if you want to go here, you can see here. Suppose I want to continue the ChatGPT. You can click the continue the ChatGPT. Go to the ChatGPT interface, right? Suppose you need to go with this one, like bot. Click this bot. You can get the bot responses. So you can easily to shift whether you need a ChatGPT responses or a bot response or a Bing responses. Now, this is a response given by the bot. You understood? I have the same tool, but the tools we may get the cloud, okay, cloudy. So cloudy, so I may get the another add-in software, but we need to log in. I'm going to the Bing also. So this is a Bing responses. A single tool like web chat, search ChatGPT for a Google, it gives the responses for bot. It gives the responses for the web ChatGPT along with Bing also. So hope it might be helping you. Kindly check with this. This is a add-in software. The similar kind of tool we can use for the chat or the Google bot also. Yes, and still now we are crossing only one or two, what is this, one or two chatbot only, like Google bot as well as the chat GPT. But I'm just explaining, I'm just giving you some kind of bird's eye view things. Some other tools also we have. I'm just explaining the tool's name. Kindly explore from your end. I'm just going to give the small input. There's a tool called perplexity.ai. Perplexity.ai. This is another AI tools like a chat GPT or the case of bot. So here you can, there's no need for login also. If you need, you can go to the login. You can ask any questions here. I'm asking the questions like, so how can we use VR, virtual reality in education? Okay, virtual reality in education. I'm asking the prompting, go to the enter. I may get a very attractive summary report here. And there is a web resource also. See here, the first one is web resources, and I may get the summary reported with citations. Sometimes you need a citation and all, you can go with this tool. This is called perplexity.ai. If you want, I'm just sharing the link also. This is another AI tool, because normally we are comfortable with only one or two tools in the case of AI, but I request all to explore different tools, right? Like a Google bot or a chat GPT or any other tools which is related to the chatbot is good for you. I'm sharing this link also in the chat box. Yes, and suppose you want to share this resources to anyone, what you have to do, click the share. We can share this Twitter, we can share the WhatsApp, we can share this Facebook. And if you want to copy the link, you can copy the link and share to the people. Okay, if you want delete, you can delete it. So like this, there's another AI tools may helping, and you can get some kind of other related prompting in down also. What are some examples? Some of the web results prompting also available. You can click and explore it. Yeah, I will come to the mobile view after 10 minutes. It's there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to the another tool for AI. So I'm just going to the plus symbol. Here I'm going to the fourth tool of AI, that is called Bing. So you know Bing is a search engine, look like a Google. But here default, because the Bing is probably the Microsoft, putting a lot of money for the case of AI development. So a lot of AI features are available in the Bing now. So here, if you go to the bing.com instead of a Google, we have the chat option. This is a normal search. If you want to go with a normal search, you can go with the Ask Me search. Suppose you want to go with chatting, like a chatbot chatting, go to the chat options, the above, click the chat, and you can ask the queries to chatbot here. And this is the interface of the Bing chatbot, and you can ask the queries here. So, okay, you can ask this here. Okay. Okay, I'm just asking the questions as a teacher. How can I enrich my knowledge? Just asking the general question. So it's going to give the answer. So teacher professional development is giving some answer. Okay, so this is called a chatbot in the case of Google, Bing. So some people, you may be comfortable with Bing instead of Google. You can try with this also. So Bing is providing it's having a wonderful chat options. Default chat options are there because Microsoft putting a lot of inverse in the case of AI now. And suppose you are not comfortable with Bing also, I'm recommending with another tool that is called Hugging Chat. That is called huggingface.co and chat. This is another tool for the in the case of chatbot. This is another chatbot, the same like chat GPT and the things. And here you can ask any queries here. I'm just going to ask the queries. What is the meaning of machine learning? And go to the enter. So now the Hugging Chat is going to give the answers. Yeah, so now you are getting this answer. Machine learning is subfield of artificial intelligence. Like this, you are getting a wonderful response, right? So hope you are getting to this. Yeah, so now it's providing this much responses. Yes, some people are asking the questions related to the how to use the mobile phone also. I'm coming back to the mobile phone demo. So I'm just to connect with my mobile phone also for displaying. Then after that, I may explain how to use this kind of chat GPT or a bot in your mobile. So I'm just sharing the mobile screen. So 2 seconds to give the space to me. Yes. I'm just started to sharing my mobile screen. So hope you are getting my mobile screen. Yeah. Now you can see here, there's my mobile screen. And just to maximize the screen. So here you may get this kind of things. I have this much of chatbot. I have the chatbot like 3 chatbot I'm using: Google bot, Bing, and ChatGPT. So now if you like to go with the ChatGPT, you can click the ChatGPT. So the ChatGPT tool is available, app is available. Just I'm going to explain how to install it. Please, I request all to look onto my screen. And if you need to be install a ChatGPT tool in your app in your mobile phone, you can type ChatGPT in the Google Play Store. And the problem with ChatGPT while typing, lot of ChatGPTs might be there because some of the tools it's not be correct tool, because some kind of private peoples they may make it to money. So don't install blindly. When you're going to be install the software of the ChatGPT or the app in ChatGPT, kindly check that company name of the ChatGPT is OpenAI and the icon is black in color. See, so you may get the similar kind of icon but the different color, but the black color, that is called ChatGPT. This is a tool you have to install it. It is an OpenAI tool. This is the things you have to install. Don't blindly install all the things. This is a 4.7 ranking. After installation is over, what you have to do, go back to the your ChatGPT and sir, some of the suppose you need to go with the edge-based extension, you can install the edge-based extension. So there's a question from Manigandan sir. So it's based on the extension because I'm using the Google Chrome. That's the reason I'm typing Google Chrome extension. But you can check with this the ChatGPT extension of the Bing or Edge. You may get it. You may get it. So now, if I like to ask the prompting, I can ask the question: what is AI? So I'm asking the prompting. The answer is coming very fastly, right? See here the way the answer is coming. And suppose I need to ask the questions voice prompting. I already mentioned that the chat GPT in the laptop based or the desktop based, we don't have voice typing. We need some kind of add-in software. But in the case of mobile phone version, we have the voice typing also. And just typing, sir, I'm using what is the chat GPT in the mobile? I'm using the chat GPT in mobile. I'm clicking the voice. What is AI? So once again, how can we use ChatGPT in the classroom? So I asked the question, how can we use the ChatGPT in the classroom? It may be typing now because I didn't type. Instead, I use the voice typing and clicking here. So now we are getting to this. Sir, I'm using the A Power Mirror to share my screen. That is called mirror screening. Okay, I'm doing the mirror screen to the A Power Mirror. So now we can get this, right? So see, I'm using the ChatGPT through mobile also. Similarly, the Bing. So if you want to install a Bing things, go to the Play Store and type as a Bing. Bing is provided by the Microsoft. So you may get a very wonderful tools here. Kindly install this Bing Chat with AI. There is an option called Bing Chat with AI. If you click, it asking to be installed. After installation is over, that's called Microsoft Corporation. Click this open. And I may get this Bing software like this, a Bing interface like this in the mobile phone. What I'm going to do, if you like to go with the chat, please kindly look onto me. This for the normal search, you can go to the ask me. Suppose you want to go to the chat, there is a Bing down, there is a Bing chat. If you click the chat, the center, it asking the chat interface. Here you can ask the questions here. You can ask the questions here. Suppose you want to go to the GPT-4 or GPT 3.5, it's up to us. Here I'm asking the questions. How can we increase my language proficiency, right? I'm asking the questions. Now the chat Bing is going to give the responses for my prompting. So it's searching. Now the results coming now. I'm getting a results. So hope you are getting how it's working. Okay, this is the way we can use this Bing. And now I'm moving to the Google bot. So I as already mentioned, the Google bot is not available as a app. So just I'm going to delete this. After that, I'm doing the demo. I'm removing this. I'm going back to the normal browser. I'm just typing here board. Okay. So I'm using now, let's say, bot.google.com. So I'm using the browser. So now the browser based on, I open this. After this, I feel that I want to use regularly the bot. That is the reason I'm going to convert this URL into a app based some kind of icon for this. And there is a 3 dots in the above. When I click the 3 dots above, we have the options called add to home screen. So a lot of options are there, like bookmarking, recent tab, share, find a page, translate, add to home screen, desktop site, like this. So suppose I had to go with the add to home screen. It asking what is the name you want to add. I'm going to add with the bot name itself. Click add. So once I click add, what happened? If I go back to my 1 minute. Sorry, once again I'm doing this. I think I click it here. I'm going to the recent tabs, bookmarking, share, find place, and add to home screen border. And it asking to add automatically. I'm just give the add automatically. There's a shortcuts created. I'm going back to now the screen. So now you can see there's a board icon. If I click, automatically goes to the board interface. So board up to now there is no app, but if you want to keep it as a this kind of icon, we can keep it as an icon. After that, just you can click, you can directly connect with your browser and you can ask any kind of questions here. Yes, so like this, we can use this board in your mobile phone. Hope you understood how to use it, and just going to be summarized, and some other tools also there. Just I'm going to read this name. If you want to, you can explore later. The similar kind of tool is available. There's a similar kind of AI chatbot. The other tools called Pi, your personal AI, pi.ai/talk. It is another tool. It is look like a personal friend, look like a Google assistant, no? The similar kind of Google assistant. This is called Pi Talk. You can ask any questions here, okay? So even the brainstorming question, the questions which you like to ask, you can ask any question. You can just type hi. So it may be look like your personal friend, okay? So how are you? So I'm asking this, what is the time now? We can check whether it's giving the time. So sorry, I'm typing wrongly. So I'm typing wrongly. So I'm just asking the questions, okay? AA stands for. So now the machine started give the answer. So A for the artificial intelligence. Now the PA give this responses, right? This is another chatbot. Similarly, there is two more chatbot is there. Just I'm going to read this name. One is called this one, u.com. U.com is one more. Then another one is called explain I'm like 5. Sorry, explain like I am 5. There's another one. Just I'm going to show this interface also. Explain like I am 5. So these are the two tools similar to ChatGPT. That is called u.com, and another one is called explain like I am 5.io. Explain.im5.io. So one is called u.com, other one is called explain like I am 5. And just skipping my slides. So because we already reached 12:30. This PPT is available in my website. I will share this finally, my website link also. And just going to highlight some of the tips while using a ChatGPT. Yeah. So because I already mentioned that prompting is very important in the case of ChatGPT or any kind of chatbot. So while going to be using a chatbot or any kind of tools, you must be thinking about how we can ask the prompting, the respective question to the prompting area. The first one, we must know the tone. The tone, whether you need a formal responses, casual responses, informative or persuasive responses. For example, I need a leave letter for some context. So while you asking the questions to the prompting to the chatbot, in the end, you can ask that I need a formal letter. I need a formal letter. Then it gives the formal way. Suppose you want to get the casual form, you can ask the casual. Therefore, when you're going to ask to the any prompting to the chatbot, just you can ask what tone you want, whether you're formal way, casual way, informative way, persuasive way, from this may giving. And the other one is a format. Suppose you want to get the multiple choice question or essay question, bullet point or outline, or a dialogue based. Suppose you want to get a YouTube what is that YouTube script. If you ask the YouTube script, is giving the exact YouTube script. So therefore we must know what way we have to be asked the from format to the ChatGPT. And actors, suppose you asking the question to even while using some kind of reviews, because some of the journals they sending articles for review. What I done it, no, I put some of the comments. After the comments, I may ask that as a reviewer, which are the comments from the above comments, how I can make it as a formal comment as a reviewer. Like that, when you're asking as a reviewer point of view, the ChatGPT giving the reviewer point of view responses. So therefore, it should be mentioned whether the reviewer point of view or the teacher point of view or the student point of view or the expert point of view. If you're asking the specific, it gives the answer. And here I'm just giving some of the prompting. If you want to summarize your any content, you can use the term provide me 200 words or summarize 300 words. Kindly pinpoint what you need. And suppose you want to get a generate idea for stories, you can ask the prompting like write me a story about and give me a plot ideas or give me a poem ideas. Like this, you can pinpoint what you exactly needed. And generating ideas and response are homework. Suppose you want to write a homework. For this, you want to ask some kind of prompting. You can go with this provide me ideas for or write me 1,000 words. Simply enter your homework questions and answer questions, right? Like this different way we can use the prompting. And how to managing the writing applications are made. So here I'm comprise a lot of prompting. This PPT also is available. Finally, I will share this the things and do and don'ts of ChatGPT. This is, you might know that I'm just skipping, but my final conclusion that so the AI having plenty of things are there. Okay, but most of the people what they telling, no, sir, when using the ChatGPT, our creativity ability may questionable. It don't give this out of box. It may be what is that? Stop the out of box thinking and that. It is not like this. So we can use as assistants only. We are not using as the chatbot. Chatbot is giving only the idea. For example, I have the one idea. I have already one thought about the augmented reality. When I exploring the things, the chat through the chat GPT, how the augmented reality going to help. So I'm going to merge things. For example, my idea of my augmented reality, then chat GPT idea of the augmented reality. When I'm merging these two things, I may get a third idea. Therefore, it may be helping to generate the idea only. So don't think that it may be stop the creativity. It's based on the users only. Suppose the people are 100% depend on the tool for writing a assignment and all, their questions for decreasing their creativity. But some people they're using for as assistants to getting some idea about this particular context, they may get benefit much because they're using as assistants only. So based on the context which you're using, the ChatGPT may helping you, or any kind of chatbot is helping you. And just going to conclude, up to now there is no policy and other things, not that there is no ethical practice also, but hope so in future there will be ethical practice. But here in future there may be chance AI rights might becomes, because now there is a robot, there's a Sophia robot. That robot got a citizenship in the Saudi Arabia country. So nearly 39 robots got the citizenship in the Saudi Arabia. Similarly, there may be chances Indian government may give the Aadhaar card to this kind of robot system. That time now, this kind of robots may come for a protest to ask the rights. There is a chances. And see here, when you're thinking about, normally this question might come, are you concerned about to increase the artificial intelligence? Of course, but most of the people concerned that it may be decreasing a real intelligence. Of course, it may be decreasing real intelligence, but my humble suggestion that kindly use as a assistance. Don't depend 100% of this kind of AI chatbot. It may give only as a valuable input. That input we can take it and we can think in our own context while writing an article and all. And so I'm just giving this conclude. Artificial intelligence is a tool. Even the AI chatbot is a tool. It's not a threat. Okay. So kindly come forward to take this kind of tool for our teaching, learning, even for assessment. That's up to you. Then the final one, AI for the past. Okay. So the previously, even up to now, the AI is not that much of working, but very soon it may be working 100%. But in the case of tomorrow, it may be recognizing what is your blood sugar. It may be suggesting what the food you want to eat. Everything the missus may be explaining to you. Okay. Now some of the question which is asked from the our YouTube, there I'm just giving the answer. There is a question from the Kalpana. How much all this ChatGPT being what are the pleasures? Of course, there may be a plagiarism issue. That's the reason only I'm telling, don't copy and paste. When you go to the copy and paste, automatically the plagiarism may comes. And plagiarism means already that particular material is available in online sources, that plagiarism may be detected. And some of the tools we are using for checking the plagiarism, particularly whether the people are writing by own or they're writing by machines, For this, we have some tools name is called GPT-0. There's a tool called GPT-0.me. From this, we can check whether the students are writing the assignment by themselves or with the use of ChatGPT. You can request the students to submit the assignment through the soft form, like a text form. After that, just you can copy and paste it. Once you copy and paste it, the ChatGPT, for example, just I'm going to the ChatGPT, 1 minute. I'm asked the questions. Okay. Just I'm doing the demo directly from you. I'm asking what is AI. I'm asking the question, what is AI? When I go to what is AI, so now the AI is giving me responses and just copying one paragraph. Okay. Yeah. I'm just copying this paragraph. Right. I'm copying this paragraph and I'm pasting this into the GPT-0 and just going to the check origin. Now we can see it's going to detect where now we can see this. This is a content, nearly 73% of contents are taken from the AI. Okay, 73 probably the text was entered written by AI because some of the space inside, that is the reason it's not detecting properly. Others maybe 100%. Okay, so it may be detecting whether the people are writing by own or it's written by the AI. So like this, lot of tools are available for us. Even now the Turnitin software, it's checking how many percent of content the people is taking from the net sources, how many percent of content they're taking from the AI. So you should be very much aware of this kind of things because we cannot escape from the plagiarism issues. Suppose if you want to reduce the plagiarism, we have the tools called Chatbot, right? What you have to do, this Chatbot is doing only the paraphrasing. You can copy these materials of the ChatGPT and paste the Chatbot. You can do the 2 or 3 rephrasing. This way we can reduce it, but Paddy can check whether the meanings may be changed while doing the when you do the paraphrasing. Then it's not be good. So like this, we have the lot of tools available for checking the plagiarism. Then one more tool is for plagiarism, that's called GPT-0 and 0GPT. So just I'm showing you one more tool. And GPT minus also. Suppose you want to reduce this, reduce the plagiarism from the GPT, what you have to do, you can paste this content. After pasting the content, go to the submit, it automatically do the paraphrasing. It modify a lot of word formations. Some other text may be modifying. Then if you use it, you may reduce the plagiarisms, right? This is the way we can reduce the plagiarisms. Any other questions? I hope I given the questions from the participant side. Right. So any other questions you missed, please ask me once again. Yeah. So this goes to the admin. Any other questions? Please kind of ask your questions. So thank you so much for giving this time for me. Hope we might get some input about how is the ChatGPT or the board or some other tools for your teaching learning purpose. Thank you all. Yeah, so
thank you so much.
one
Yes,
more minute. So one more thing is that people, I'd like to share my website because my PPT, the people want to be access it. If you go to the website name digigogi.info, this is my website name digigogi.info. If you go to this digigogi.info, this website, there is a page technology resources. If you go to the technology resources, there is a page, web page is called artificial intelligence. If you click this artificial intelligence, you may get this PPT. See here, this is called ChatGPT introductions. If you click it here, you may get the same thing which I discussed now. Everything's available. Even you can download it, this PPT from the SlideShare. So the same thing, it is available. So just you can go through this. And similarly, if it comes down here, I made some kind of AI and how to use the help me, right? So a lot of things I already compared. Hope it will be useful for you. Thank you. Yes, goes to the Simon, please.
Thank you so much, sir, for accepting our invitation and for sparing your time. And this was a wonderful session, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We got a lot of information from your side. Here we will be sending the feedback form in the WhatsApp group, and I request any two participants to tell you feedback. You can hand raise so that I will unmute you. If anyone wants to tell your feedback, you can send through messages also in the chat box as well as. Yes, ma'am. iPhone, I'm trying to unmute you. Jay Chandra, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On behalf of Ladido College, I would like to thank the organization to conduct such kind of programs. Already we know something about this ChatGPT and other AI tools, but the tools, some tools you pointed here is new to us. And very interesting session, interactive session. We had it for each and every. Actually, we would like to know more about the prompt engineering. We know something, that is how to give the prompts. But anyhow, so you have given more points how to do this prompting. And I would like to ask the UTA to arrange some more training like this, only specifically for the prompt engineering, sir. And we had such a wonderful session, and thanks for the trainer that was who did this program very well. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Dr. Malati, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Yes.
So first of all, I would like to thank UTA for arranging this wonderful session, because this topic is the need of the hour. We need to know, because students have explored already all these functions. We teachers don't find time to explore. But this session was really an eye-opening session. Sir has covered almost all the topics related to AI. I would like one request to the organizers to arrange for a hands-on training session to make use of all the applications, so that we will get more access to the various applications. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Rekha, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for the UTA and Tiago, sir. So really, it was very much useful session, sir. Like hands-on, we are doing simultaneously whatever things you are giving training in that side, sir. As a beginner of this research, really, it will be more helpful for us to do our research in a good way. And definitely, we will use these AI tools as an assistants only, sir. Thank you so much for this wonderful session, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rekha. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to tell about UTA. Since some 50% of the participants are new, and UTA is Universal Teachers Academy, and it is started by the group of teachers working in government and private schools and the professors. And we have started during the COVID time online training. And now UTA we have in all the districts, in all the states across our country, around 28,000 UTA members are across our nation. And so this is a non-profit organization, and all the programs conducted by UTA is free. And Zoom we can afford only for 100%. Sorry, we couldn't increase the count. Sorry for that. And if you want to watch the video, you can watch through YouTube, and we'll be sharing the link. Again, I want to thank Tiago sir for accepting, and really this was a mind-blowing session, sir. So I gained, so for each topic we need a session, sir, so that it seems to be like 365 days we are ready to attend your session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And then anyone, ma'am, iPhone, I'm trying to unmute you, ma'am. Yes.
Sir, good afternoon. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible. Please.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. This is Sheetal from Hyderabad, Telangana, sir. Sir, I have attended your session once at Andhra Mahila Sabha. And from that day, I'm a big fan of yours, sir. So I just wanted admins of UTA to do one favor. Whatever the important links you have shared, sir, if you can share it in WhatsApp, sir, then it will be very helpful for our own practice. And then we can reach if we have any doubts, sir.
Sure, sure.
Overall, the session was mesmerizing as always, sir. I am a big fan of yours, and all your sessions I love to attend, sir. And in future, I am looking forward for many such sessions, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you all. We will be sending the feedback link So you can share your feedback through the Google form. Now we are ending the session officially. Thank you so much for participating. Sure, we will be coming with the newer sessions soon. Thank you. Thank you all.